morning. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh man, if I was any better, I'd need more coffee, and nobody needs that, right?
Oh, I could always do more coffee.
Yeah, I guess we could. I mean, that the challenge is always there before us. We got Roger, we got Mark, and we're back. It's been a month now. If you're watching this way off in the future, you don't know that. It's just that you went from one video to the next. But we took a month off. Roger had some travel plans. I had some this, that, and the other. And for all my fellow computer nerds out there, I have taken the plunge. This is a little aside, but some of you, this may get some clicks. I don't know. I have, for the first time since 1990, I think 36 years now, I do not have a Windows operating system in my house. I have gone full Linux. I'm a Linux guy now. So all of this is being recreated. So if it looks a little different and it feels a little different, fear not. I'm right there with you. We're trying some new things. So it may affect editing schedules and things. I don't know, but I'm I'm certainly up to the challenge. But Roger, how you been, my friend? What's going on?
Oh, I've been good. I've been good. I'm actually being a bachelor here. My wife is taking care of a friend of ours who had her knee replaced. So my dogs are training me to get up earlier and earlier. This morning it was 5 o'clock. I'm not happy with them. I don't know what's going on, but I'm kind of a little tired. So you talk about more coffee. I've already well deep into my coffee pot at this point.
Oh wow, I'm still on my first one. Okay. Man, well, that's why I'm a cat person now. I mean,
Yeah.
dogs are great, but dogs, every time I'm walking down the street and I see somebody with a poop bag, I realize how much I prefer cleaning a litter box. It's not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mark, you're out there. You're our peanut gallery today, so you're going to keep us straight. How you doing?
Doing fine. I'm a bachelor as well. My wife's off at a business trip in New Orleans, so yeah, I'm in the same mode. But I have a cat's waking me up. I have an elderly cat who's meowing at all times of the night, so I have to deal with that. Unfortunately, I think that's
As
coming to
do
the end. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that cat dementia thing. I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was a thing until they just sit in a room and they just yowl for everybody. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're right here, buddy. Come on in.
Hmm.
We're
Yeah.
right here.
Exactly.
Glad to have both of you here, of course, and we are back with our replay now. We got so much reaction, and thank you everybody to all of your wonderful feedback, and of course all the visibility that the first playthrough of Second Winchester got. So this is your second part of your preview for the Sheridan or Shenandoah Sheridan in the Valley, which is the bundled reprint of Stonewall in the Valley from 1995. I seem to remember that right, from Avalon Hill. And the whole new, which we are fortunate to have both Mark and Roger playtesting, the whole Sheridan in the Valley, which is a series of individual little scenarios. One of these that we're playing today. And it links, well, we've seen this one is linking us to the Roads to Gettysburg campaign, which is our whole point of bridging these. But it also will go into the 1864 Sheridan's jaunting up and down the valley to chase Jubal Early and, of course, support Grant in his overland campaign. So that's very exciting. And that we've heard from Chris Withers and Joe Balkowski that the pre-order for that is coming soon. So if you're watching this live, hooray, that's right on the horizon for you. If you're watching it way in the future, you probably already have a copy in your hands. And we hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. But this is our second play, and we swap sides. Roger's going to take the Union this time, and I'm going to take the Confederates with Ewell and Rhodes and all of them, and I'm going to see if I can hunt them down and chase them out of the valley, or at least get to Sharpsburg and across the Potomac, and maybe even take Martinsburg while I'm at it. A quick review of the scenario. Roger's going to get the first initiative as the Union, and then after that we will determine everything normally. We have a minimum movement value for both for the Confederate infantry units is 4. So no matter what I roll, if I roll poorly, that's okay. I get a minimum of 4, and my cavalry units get a minimum of 6. And then Union infantry, their minimum is 3, and for their cavalry it's 5. And we have the special extra bonus Union retreat rule for this one. So many of you who have played All Green Alike, you remember they get sort of that incentive to run away. And that means that if he gets a little R retreat, then he can go from 2 to 8 hexes. So he gets an additional +4, basically. If he gets a large route, he can go from 4 to 10 hexes. Harper's Ferry is considered out of play, so I can't go near it or attack it, but it's also a safe bastion for Roger. And he's going to be using the flat +1 Union extended march for this one. So these are not Potomac units. So normally they'd get that garrison +1, even more, but now it's just flat +1. And there is no entrenching on this one. That's all the special rules. And it went pretty briskly. We thought it was going to go faster than it did, but it was still a couple hours last time, and we edited it down to about an hour. And just to review the victory point conditions, I get, with the exception of turn 1, if I can get Winchester here, I can get 16 points every turn. That's 3 possible turns. But I can only get it on turn 1 if I clear Roger out of Fort Collins and the Star Fort as well. So I got to get all 3 of those completely vacant of the Union force. And I'm not going to spoil the first one. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. And you can see how I did it. Let's see. Martinsburg is worth 24 points at the end of the game, if I have it. And I get some points for getting across the Potomac into near Sharpsburg. And of course, that's really the only place I can go. I think there's another one up here I can get across. But basically, if I can get into Maryland, then I get some points per units up to a cap point. And let's see, what else was there, Roger? +1, -1. So it's based on manpower that's crossing the
Yeah,
Potomac. That's right. So if I can get
yeah, the
2 to
more man.
4 manpower, that's 2 victory point. If I can get 5 to 8 manpower across, I get 8 victory points. And if I get 9 or more, then I get the full 12 victory points. And the marginal on this one for the Confederates trying to earn the points is 70 victory points. No small task. That means there's a lot of spreadsheet management, as we found in the first one. So, what were your thoughts after we've had a whole month to ruminate on this one? What do you think about this?
This is one they've done a really great job of adding a lot of different pieces, in terms of points. And something I'll just mention as a Union player, if I get undemoralized infantry, basically at Harper's Ferry or into Washington County, I take a point off for each manpower.
There it is.
So I
That's
could
it.
I can offset something that you've done.
That's right.
And that's something I think I've kind of enjoying as the designers Joe and Chris and have evolved as they're adding this ability to sort of yin and yang on some of these scenarios where yeah, you can get you can take something away if they've achieved something. So it's something you always have to kind of keep in mind as a player. It adds an extra element of tactics and strategy, and I'm trying to. I'll see how if I do something different than you did. I think you played this correctly last time. You beat me. I don't think it was handily, but it was close. It was you had a Union marginal victory, and I think you did the right thing by holding on to these forts. And we'll see how I do on this.
That early day one we discussed, it was significant, and I think you were close, and it was just a matter of someone getting hung up here, near Round Hill Church, and they didn't get their marching orders as complete or as unsmudged as they'd hoped. But I think this will be fun nonetheless, and I look forward to the challenge, especially with that minimum marching. That's really what I need in every game. It's like, come on, guys, let's
Yeah,
move.
and that really changes the dynamic because I can't just wait. Hopefully you'll roll low for movement and not even get to Winchester. I think you're guaranteed to get to Winchester with these min moves. I think
Exactly.
if I counted the hexes correctly.
And just to piggyback onto Roger's thing, for the negatives, that he has the ability to cross as far as Paxton Hill to the west, all the way around to getting to the safety of Harper's Ferry. So any of those spots where he gets to across the Potomac or Harper's Ferry will negate points for me. So that's pretty significant. I have to not only trap him, I have to destroy these units in detail as much as I can to
Yeah.
get points. So yeah, it's not as easy as one might think. Usually you get the Confederates, like I get the Confederates and like woohoo, you can just run roughshod, but not always, because that retreating rule, just you have to attack just the right way.
And you have definitely a tactical advantage and a numerical advantage. And I can't entrench, so that kind of like is really interesting as well. So
So you're giving me all the advantages. Let's see how I can screw this up. Come on, let's.
well, I did. So
It is the Confederates to lose, apparently. But all that being said, you are the Union, sir. I will wish you the best of luck, and
Yep, best of luck
off
to
you
you.
go. You get the first one.
Yeah, we'll take Milroy, who's my only leader. He'll activate his 3 brigades. I will get him a die, but I get a min. What do I get for a minimum? 2, 3.
Three. Get a minimum three.
Okay, advance all units is 3. Okay. Well, I get a 6. I'll start with Kiefer, and Milroy will travel with Elliot. So Kiefer will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eli's going to go on top of him. And these guys are going to go to Fort Collins.
Let's see. How do you best approach this way? So I will have Ewell activate everybody, and that's the problem. They're all exhausted. So I'm going to give them all fatigue, and that's everybody under Rhodes, everybody under Early, and all the joined brigades and divisions. So here we go. Here is our roll +2 with a minimum of 4. It's 6. That's pretty good. Ewell will go with Johnson and Stuart Walker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Early 1, 2, 5. 5. Rhodes. I kind of want him to go this way. Up on an expedition here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Neil Dan. 1, 2, 5, 6 to there. Alright, here's the next initiative. That's yours.
Activate McReynolds. It's a 3, and his min movement is 3, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Alright, and we'll take Rhodes's crew again, and we're going to venture into extended march territory here. So here's movement +2. That's 6 again. The crew under him will go first. Here's their extend march. They're okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And next crew, Neil Dan. Dope. Flips. And they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. Mine again. We'll have Ewell activate everyone again. We'll go to 2. Here's movement +2. There you go. 8. Alright, Stuart Walker will go first. Extend march. Nope. Falling apart here. Flip. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 1 left. What would your cavalry like to do?
That's going to be, wow, +4 tactical. I guess we're going to retreat.
They're just simple farmers.
Yeah, apparently. So they're going to pick up a fatigue. Here's my cav retreat roll. Is a 3.
I will lose my last one.
I think it does cost you because I was 2, yeah.
Yep.
So they're going to flip. Okay, so the retreat, 4 additional hexes, and cav retreat. So I can go 10 hexes back.
You can.
And I think we're going to do that. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 to Yellow House Farm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, the next crew is John slash Will. Here's their extend. Ah! I'm eliminating my ability to force march. That's great. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. And Early and Gordon Hayes, they are okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then Avery Smith. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Follow behind. All right, the approach. This is what's so tricky. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll mm, take the first New York. Okay, that's a 9. Oh, that's better than their mid movement. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 to there. Initiative. That's mine. Take McReynolds to T2. Ooh, nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's mine again. Oh, okay. Kiefer. Ah, that's a min 3.
Indeed.
1, 2, 3. Initiative. That's yours.
Milroy is with Elliot. How do I get around like that?
He's in a redoubt, so he's 1.5. And as we will discuss when you make your attack.
Yes, still a minimum on his artillery there.
His artillery is 1. Yeah, he doesn't.
Okay.
He counts it for the counting of the which column, but not as the actual modifier.
So I guess we'll take this. I know you're not going to flee, so it's just about setting things up at this point. So I will try. You'll activate John slash Will to 3. Here's their movement +2. Fantastic. Now are they going to fall apart from all of that? This is +1 extend. They're okay. That's great. That's exactly what I need. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Initiative. That's mine again. Take Stuart Walker with Ewell. We'll go to 3. Here's their movement +2. Fantastic movement.
Oh.
Here's extended march now +1. Ooh, perfect. All right. So I have 8 movement points to spend. I think this is very similar to the track that you had last time where you come across land here. So we'll go 1, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to there. See if we can't catch them. Initiative. That's yours. Look at that.
Elliot T2. And I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that wacky star fort.
Initiative. That's yours.
I'll have early activate everybody. Here's movement +2. So it's a minimum 4. Oh, it's 5. It's 5. Okay, 5. We'll go 1 and 2 to there, or 5 to there. So, wait, 1. Let's go back. That was wrong. Go 1 and 4 to there. Avery Smith, extend +1. He's okay. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Initiative. He slips away again.
If I go back to Collins, that would be I'd go to disorganize, wouldn't I?
Yes.
And also I have to roll for extend march. So I think I'm going to stay where I'm at. Let you do what you're going to do. I'll take the retreat loss if that comes up. So I do have the initiative though.
You do.
So I'll take Eli. I could come down and make the attack on that. Let's see if Eli can pull it off.
You can do it.
It's a 5. 1, 2, 3. I'd have 2 left. We won't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. That's yours. Let's see what you're going to do here.
All right. Well, I mean, ultimately, I have to get into Winchester to get the points, but I also need to get you out of there. So it's a puzzle of timing. We'll just make the attempt right now. We'll have Early, Gordon and Hayes to 4. We will attempt an assault with Early. Here's the assault attempt against 7. It comes off. So our first attack of the day. Grab my pencil. My lucky pencil. Sheet of paper. So we have a +1 for the assault. We have a +1 tactical. There is no ratio as we have established. I have all 6 hexes covered, which is a +4, but you're in a readout, so that reduces it to a +2. Final flank. And then artillery, I have 2 pieces, you have 1 piece. So that is, even with the readout bonus of 1.5. Thank you, Joe, and everybody for clarifying that. And Mark, especially, because you were here. And you were the first one to say it, and we all, we're not listening to Mark. And you've reminded us before. But yes, it's going to be ultimately a -1 for Artie in rolling. So, anything else to add? I've got 4 up and 1 down for a +3.
Yep.
Okay, here is the +3 attack from Early. It's a 5. Hey,
+3.
I get you out of there. Okay.
+3.
And I'm a 7.
3 is a DR. You're just an FA.
I'm an FA. All right. And you're a 3. Yeah, DR. Okay. So he's done anyway. That's fine.
He's going to flip. Yeah, maybe I should have moved him. I don't know. I'm going to go. If I go this way, it's going to be a manpower loss. I can go here, out of Zoc. So that's 1, 2.
And you can go up to 6 if you want.
3, 4, 5. And I can just go 6 to there, right? I don't have to follow the road.
You don't have to follow the road, no. So you took 1 manpower loss.
Oh.
Let's take that. USA losses.
This is -1.
Yeah, -1 +1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Early will take the hex. All right. Initiative. That's mine. Okay. Well, just to make it proper, we'll have Yule activate Stuart Walker to 4 and movement. And they get a minimum 4 and the very ugly +3 extend. Yeah, ooh, 9.
9 on a 7. That might be something.
9 on.
I think that's 2 losses, right?
Yes, I lose 2 manpower. That's okay. It's worth it. Hey, come on, stragglers. We're meeting downtown. That is your initiative.
Let's see what I've got here. Is it worth it for me to push these guys? I'll take the first New York. They go 8. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I think Rhodes has a new mission now. Heading farther north. So, yeah, we're going to take Rhodes' 2 demis. Take them to 3. Here's movement +2. So it's minimum 4. First one is extended march +1. He's fine. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then Nell Dan. They're also okay. 1, 2, 4. Initiative. That's yours.
I'm gonna pass.
These guys are all.
Just so you don't forget, you do have a cavalry unit in Front Royal. Just I know if you're not scrolled down there. I'm sorry.
Oh, me? Oh, hey! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at Jenkins. Alright, so let's move Jenkins. Let's see what we can get. Here's movement plus 1. It's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Initiative. Take Jenkins again. Movement. 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Initiative.
He had an extended march
Oh,
there, but
extended, yes, extended march. He's okay. And that is your initiative if you like.
I will pass again.
All right. I kind of want to move these guys, but I don't want them to suffer greatly. That plus 3 extended is just a killer at this point. So I will look around here. Nobody else down to the south. And we'll consider day 1 a success. And I will say pass as well.
Okay.
So we will do our sunshine recover, or we'll do rain recover, so nobody entrenches. Good. And I will grab 16 victory points for the first day. So on to turn 2. There's nothing special about turn 2. Do we want to talk about turn 1, or how it varied from the first game, or anything like that?
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if anybody wants to comment on my decision to stand at the Star Fort rather than move him down to Winchester or into, because that would have changed the flanking. But I didn't want to flip disorganized. I knew I was going to lose a manpower. I figured I'd just sacrifice that manpower loss. So be interested to see if people want to comment on that decision, or if Mark has a question about that decision to leave him there when I had a chance to move him one more time.
yeah, I guess the only thing if you had moved him to the Winchester, he would have. If he flipped, that's not a loss for VP. And then I think you're. Well, it depends what Patrick would have done. You probably still might ended up with a retreat loss. So, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know. At some point, like we were talking in the break there, I think he did his job. I mean, he lost one guy, but he made Patrick work for it and spend fatigue. So it seems like, and you did that job with just that small unit, Elliot. Other times I know when we played this, and I think in your first guys play, we've used 2 Union units to get in the readouts and make
Right,
that harder. But
right.
but in this case, Ellie or Eli, whatever, has made it farther on his way to Martinsburg. So it'd be interesting to see how that
yeah,
changes things.
Yeah, that was a significant consideration for me as the union was. I wanted you to work, as you said, Mark, twice as hard. I wanted to cover both of these, so you had to knock both of them out. But at your sacrifice, you're not sacrificing, but that's preventing doing what Roger did here by getting these to somewhat safety, and then you have a sacrificial land back there. The other difference, I think Roger rolled a 6 on his first 1 or 2 movements. I mean, he got all the way up there. So I
yeah,
think he got there at +1 fatigue. So he had a little more flexibility on how to do it. But then he got kind of boggled up coming around here, whereas I was able to get Johnson up into place for his flanking. So yeah, it's variations on a theme, but I think ultimately, for those of you who will be playing this in the future, critical need to get the 16 points on the first day. I mean, that is not debatable at this point from what we've seen, and trying to trap them in such a way that you can either bottle up 1 or more Union units to keep them from running to Martinsburg, which we know they're going to do, and to hopefully, and And boy, it had been a while since I had to sit there and look at the road network and go, okay, if he retreats this way, there's a loss. If he goes this way, it's loss. Ooh, this one's closer to me, but it's by road, but that's a loss. So I sat there and I tried to agonize over where to place these guys, and of course
Yeah,
I was afforded that by the movement rules. So, it's a fun puzzle. I really appreciate. These roads are terrible, but we say that on every map because that's
yeah.
19th century.
Well, I was just going to say the one thing that makes a little difference with the high VP that they have here for Winchester and Martinsburg, in some ways, and it's a one-on-one on manpower losses. So, your objective here is the VPs more, just you really have to you'd have to rack up a lot of Union losses to make it the primary factor here, right? I mean,
Yeah,
the primary points are coming from the objectives more than in some games. When there's only 20 points to win the scenario and it's 2 and 3 on the losses, those can make a huge deal. But when it's 1 and 1 and a whatever 50 points or whatever you need, so it's a little less significant. I guess it comes down. I guess it could be the kind of the tiebreaker if it's close or something.
exactly. And I
Yeah.
think one of the comments we had on the first video was how they liked something about the victory points driving this, and as we've seen in, I mean, Hood Strikes North and a lot of the other ones that are they're smaller footprints, but it's still that Nathan Bedford Forrest firstest with the mostest philosophy. It's the victory points are the magnet. They are what you need to get to. So the puzzle becomes how do you do that the most efficient way with something left in the tank that if there's a counterattack, then you could at least try to get back in there. But Winchester, that first day, boy, I mean, we learned so much in the first play of this that 16 points is critical for the 70 marginal. All right, well, I think you get the first leader transfer. So would you like to
Oh,
move Milroy?
yeah, he can make it too. He's gonna abandon those poor guys.
Poor guys, go to the mountains.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to get to little Kiefer.
If Fremont is still out there in the woods somewhere, say hi to him for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think he's going to leave. Let's see. So I can spread these out a little bit. I think I'm going to put Ewell with Avery Smith, and I'm going to put Johnson with his other corps up here, or Demi. And we'll leave Stuart Walker for guard duty in Winchester. That way I have some leadership moving up the pike. Rhodes is going to stay where he is. And I will call that a move. So here's the first initiative roll for turn 2. That's mine. And so now we no longer have our minimum moves. So that is a significant factor. I think I will get Johnson moving out ahead of the pack here. So he'll activate his Demi. And here is movement of +2, 4. That's not great. That gets him 1, 2, 3, and 4 to Hopewell. Initiative. That's mine again. Then we'll activate everybody with Ewell. They'll get a fatigue. And here's movement +2. That's 5. Okay. Well, then we'll have Stuart go first. Here's extend. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then Early and Gordon. Here's their extend. They're okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And Ewell does not need one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. That is yours.
I'll have Milroy activate his 3 guys, Kiefer and McReynolds and Eli. 6. He'll stay with Eli, I believe. Let's see. I'll take McReynolds. We'll go off this direction. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 to Leetown. Eli will head up the road. 1, 2, 3, 6. And 1, 2, 3. Oops, 3, 4. Oop, dang it. 5 and 6. I'm in trouble with my mouse. Initiative. That's yours.
Okay. I'm gonna have A. Jenkins march. Here is movement. Wow, fantastic. I think they're just gonna come to Winchester and hold, man. They're gonna be on picket duty in case Elliot gets tricksy. Initiative. That's yours.
So yeah, I'm gonna take the 12th Pennsylvania. I go 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative. Yours.
I'll have Rhodes activate his 2. Here's movement. 7. That can get us back onto the mains. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Neil 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and still way down the valley. 7. Initiative. That is yours.
12th PA. Man. 2, 3. My ability to roll low with the cav is just impressive as all get out. Initiative. That's mine. So yeah, I'll try 12th, or not the 12th, 13th PA again. That's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 to there. Initiative. Line. Of Milroy activate Kiefer and Eli. I go 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
Let's continue with Rhodes. Here's movement for both. 5. Right. Nell Dan's extend. They're okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And Rhodes and Do Re Mi extend. They're okay. So they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as well. Initiative. That's mine. I'll have Yule activate everyone down here except for Johnson. So movement for all of them is 4. That's terrible. So Gordon Hay will go first. Their extend is +1. They flip. Boo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do Walker extend. They're okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And Yule and Avery Smith extend regular. They're okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. That's yours.
McReynolds. He goes 1 whole hex. Use not force marching. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll have Johnson activate. Johnson's right. So we'll take them to 2. Here's movement +2. 7. Here's extend march. He's okay. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
12th PA. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 to there. Initiative. That's mine. I'll take the first New York. He goes 8 as well. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up there. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll have Yule activate Avery and Smith only. Here's movement +2. There you go. 8. Extend march +1. Ah! Confounded! Alright. But we can get somewhere. So we'll do the detour ramp here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Initiative. Yours?
And we'll have Milroy activate Kiefer and Eli. There's their movement. 6 movement points. Milroy will transfer to Eli. Here's their extend. Okay, it's just +1. They'll go there. Here's Kiefer's extend. It's okay. I got 6 movement points to win. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
So I only have one candidate for force marching. That's just great. I'm going to have Johnson activate his Johnson. We'll go to 3. Here's movement +2. That's right. That's what I expected. It is. Alright, minimum move and extend march +1. That's okay. So he'll move 1, 2, 3 to Old McDonald's farm. Initiative. That is mine. I'll activate both of Rhodes' demis. We'll go to 3. I don't like this, but let's see what I can get. Here's movement +2. That's fantastic. He's a genius. So we'll have Nell go first. Here's extend march +1. Loses their manpower. Okay, that's fine. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. And then Rhodes extend. He is +1. He's okay. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Initiative. Lots of double 4s.
3 that I could 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've broken the die roller.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I don't want to take early in them, but kind of need to make some road traction here. Now, I can't afford to have them at 3 fatigues next turn. So I've got everyone at fatigue 3 except for A. Jenkins, who is going to sit there and guard Winchester. And I think I'm going to pass.
What you done with Rhodes? I'll try McReynolds T3. Ah, that's 2 1s in a row for him. Here's his extend +1. Ah.
Let's go hunting, boys. Mad flesh on the menu tonight.
That's unfortunate. Oh, roll initiative. That's mine. I would love to entrench, but I will not. I will pass.
I will pass as well. So we will do a rain recover. All is good. And I will take my 16 VP. So that takes me to 32 for that. And 1 USA loss. So 33 is the current score. Trying to get to 70. And the all-important turn 3, I mean, I was sitting here running numbers, and I was like, well, even if I get all that 12 and everything, it's Martinsburg or bust. You got to take Martinsburg. And if that doesn't happen, then and then you also exit to protect your units, you can negate some of my current progress. So yeah, this is my favorite part of the puzzle. How do you approach Martinsburg, surround, attack with significant force without an army leader, so there's no grand assault, and potentially get some manpower losses, and more importantly, drive you out of Martinsburg. Do you see anything else that I have missed as the Confederates since you've played it already?
No, I was hoping McReynolds was going to be a lot closer to getting off the map. 2-1s just kind of made that hard. Yeah, I think it's going to come down to fighting Martinsburg. I don't know if, I wish I could have entrenched some guys, but I've got 9. I've got 2 pieces of artillery that will count now. You'll have to get to 6 pieces of artillery somehow. And I've got 15, 16. Yeah, I think I've got. We'll be interested to see how you can pull this off. I'm interested to see. And I've still got Elliot back there as a
Yeah, he's
threat.
sneaking. He's sneaking and peeping. Come on, Jenkins, you have one job. Yeah. So, thankfully, they're both 2s, and I have. Oh
You have
no,
tactical.
I'm a 2. Yeah, I've got a 2, and you're a 1. So I've got the tactical, and yeah, it would just have to be a lucky shot. But do I want the whole thing to be based on a lucky shot? No, no, I don't.
Yeah.
So some of these guys here in Early's brigade, I think, are too far back. So we'll have to see if they can actually contribute anything. But I'm ready to see how turn 3 goes. Do you have any leader transfers that you'd like to do?
No, Milroy is giving an inspiring speech to his troops there. That's all. I don't have anything else. So it's to you for leader transfers.
Okay. Well, I don't think I have any either. Ewell's going to stay there. Johnson's going to stay there. I can probably use Early up and above, so I'm going to keep him where he is as well. So I got nothing for turn 3. Why don't you give us the first initiative roll for the final turn?
Okay.
It's yours.
It's Union. I'll take McReynolds. Let's see if he can keep up his brilliant streak. Yep, almost.
100% better.
He'll go 1 and 2 to their initiative. He is now within range of Milroy.
Those particular fords will not be molested.
There we go, 7.
Oh.
Now, can he get to Washington County? 1, 2. Well, let's do his extend, which will be a +1. He's going to lose a manpower, so that's actually, so that's only going to be 2 points I can subtract off. Is that worth even trying at this point, or am I better putting him somewhere more useful? He does have a piece of artillery, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. Wow. I'm going to entrench. No, I wish I could.
Get your spades out, boys.
That'd be great if I could, couldn't it? Boy, that would really make this hard for you. But I think I'm going to leave everybody where they are. So I'm going to be passing. Just so you just roll until you get close, and we'll see if I want to do anything.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's protect the obvious here. I'm going to activate Stu and Walker. Here's movement of Johnson. So he's just a 3. He'll self-activate 1, 2, and 3. Initiative. That's yours.
I guess if you're going to do that, I will activate Elliot. Since you're doing that, that takes, I think, Winchester out of play. Plus, he rolled a 1. So he's going to force march. He doesn't lose anything, but he picks up the min 2, so he can go 3 hexes.
Mm-hmm.
So he will run away. He'll go 1, 2, and 3. Get behind the creek, go into the woods. Initiative. That's mine. I'll take him again. Yeah, let's get him as far away as possible. And he doesn't want to run away either.
Still looking for Fremont.
That's actually not a bad spot where he's in, probably, given that he rolled so slow. Actually, he'll go 1 to there. He'll go hide a little further.
Oh, yeah. All those creeks.
Initiative. That's yours.
Okay. Then, yes, we will have Early try to get into the game with Gordon and Hay. Movement 6. We will just move him down the pike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative. That's mine again. All right. The approach. I'm going to have Ewell activate both of these two down here with him, both of Early's. And here's movement +2. Fantastic. Alright, how do we do this properly? I'll have Yule go first. No extend needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these guys have an extend march. They're okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. They have 1 left. What would the cavalry like to do?
It's 5 to 2. Tacticals +3, so it's -1. 5 to 2 would be a +1 ratio, so it'd be a +3 attack.
+3 attack, yep.
Well, I'm not going to lose this on manpower losses, I don't think. If you go there, that's going to give you a +3 flank. If I do a cav retreat, probably stop you at that point. But if I could shut him down, you know, a +3 attack, I think I will stand, I think, on that.
Yes, I think I will make the attack. So we have a +3 for tactical. We have a +1 for ratio of 2 to 1. And then no artillery and a -1 because it's hasty. So I see a +3 attack, as you say. So here is the +3. That's a 6. +4. No harm, no foul, but we get you out of there.
+4 is... You do pick up a fatigue, though.
Okay.
I take a DR.
A little fatigue, yes.
Not that that's going to matter, because as you said, there's no grand assaults here, so... disorganize. Okay, so I gotta go 1 away, 2 away, 3 away, 4 away, 5 away, 6 away.
So I will take the hex just to get that full flank set up. Initiative. That is yours.
Take the 1st New York, fatigue 1, and he will set of flanks refused. Initiative. That's yours.
I feel like I need to do the 1-2 punch here. We will attempt an assault. Let's see, you are at 16. They're under a fort. Boo! Okay. Well, heck, fire. So 9, 15, 16. Eli was supposed to be disorganized by now. So we're going to be chopping down trees here, I think. So 4 to 16 is 1 to 4. So it's a -3. That's just an ugly attack now, isn't it? There's just no way about it. Tyler in that damn fort. Did I have a fort? I don't remember having a fort. Did I have a fort? I don't think I had a fort. Wow. Okay, so let me just run the numbers here. I guess we just got to start with the obvious here. So yeah, we'll attempt an assault with Yule and Avery first. So they're going to go to fatigue level 2. Here is the assault attempt. It comes off. So +1 for assault, +2 for tactical. We have a final flank of +1 because you got the final the flanks refused on there. So that's 4 up. And then now the negatives. I am 4 to 16, which is 1 to 4, which is a -3 for ratio. And then -1 for artillery. Right? Because you've got 3, 4 pieces, and I've got 2 in rolling. So -2 in rolling. Let's double check that.
That's just a -1.
It's -1. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I see an even attack of 0. That's what you see? All right.
That's not terrible.
Well, yeah, here's the even attack. That's 3. It's average. It's average. Okay, well, hey, we took some losses, I'm sure. So combat chart of 0 and 4 is 1 for me, so I gave you that manpower back. And
These guys are all going to go to T1.
You do have a voluntary retreat option if you wish to take it.
Play this game out this way, I think. I don't think it's going to do me any good to give you Martinsburg at this point. And you're done? AB Small is done?
I am. He is done for the day, yes. So here's
Okay.
the next initiative. That's mine. Okay. Step 2 then. And so now you're reduced. Everybody's reduced. So you're 6, 10 and a half. I will bring Johnson up. So Johnson activates his. Here is movement +2. Come on, Johnson. Killing me. What? Where? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, initiative. That is possible.
End of turn.
End of turn. Game over. No. Wow. Wow. All right. Well, we'll do it this way then. Ewell will activate Johnson to 2. Here's movement. Wow. He will transfer to him, and here's extended march. Ooh, luckily, it'll go there. Okay. Initiative. That's mine. We will attempt this now. Yeah, we'll try this again. So we'll activate. Ewell will activate Johnson to 3. You will attempt an assault on Milroy. And it does not come off. Tension.
Wow.
This game has everything. Initiative. All right. 4.
Well, it's not like it's giving me a chance to do anything.
I know, that's true. He'll take him to 4, and we'll try that again. Assault attempt. This time it does come off. Okay. So I think the differences on this one still +1 assault, +2 tactical. Now the ratio is 5 to 11. Is that right? 6. You're 10 and a half, but that's 11. So I am not. So that's like 1 to 3. That's not 1 to 2. So that's a -2 for ratio this time, and still -1 for Artie. So I still have the +1 final flank. So this time I think I have a +1 attack. Is that correct? 4 up and 3 down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take it. Yep.
4 up, 3 down, +1! Come on, Ewell, let's do this! Maybe. 6?
Probably.
Ooh,
Yep.
Alright.
So that's a +4 result.
+4 result.
I'm going to lose a manpower.
And I'm just fatigued. He's done anyway. That's with 4.
And more importantly, I'm teagued out and demoralized.
Okay.
And I'll get Milroy out of the way. I'm demoralized, which means I can't get any points for retreating. So you attack from Ewell.
Yep.
So I will go further away by road. For 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll stop there.
Okay.
And everybody's demoralized.
We will take Martinsburg. Here is initiative. That's yours.
I'll Milroy activate Reynolds and Kiefer. They can go 5. Here's McReynolds' EM roll. He's actually okay. Transfer. Yeah, he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
That was
They're
both
moving
of
together.
them. Okay.
Yeah, they'll move together. I don't think it's going to matter. Let me just check, see if this makes any difference at all.
Yep.
I don't think it will. It doesn't. You're going to go to 85 points.
Okay.
And that's not going to make... If I get those 3 off, and you get... I'll roll initiative, and I'm going to pass, and I don't see there's any way...
Just for grins, since I got the initiative, I will activate roads in them, just see if they manage to get to their rally point into Sharpsburg. So movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 manpower. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. There you go. And yeah, I would take him off. So just to get that. So final score then. Let's do the. So that goes to 48 for the Winchester, and then 24. That's 48, 24 is 72. Is that right?
Hmm.
72. And then the 12. Yeah, 80, 80. Yeah, 84 plus the 1 is 85, right?
Yeah, so I couldn't. Even if I got those three guys off, it's
I
which
forgot
isn't.
what is per division, or is there manpower as well?
That's just per manpower. So McReynolds would have to not lose any more manpower to get
Oh
the
yeah, for
three.
each one it's 1 to 1 point. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the likelihood of that happening, so more than likely I'm only gonna knock off two, which, well, I guess I could get 3 points. That's just, we could try it to see what happens. But
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, here's initiative. For Holger, we do this for you, sir. I will pass. What would you like to do?
I'll take them to fatigue. So here's their movement +1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the same thing I had with mine. They were just like, come on, get over the line. No.
Here's McReynolds as EM, and he's going to lose a manpower.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I might get Eagles 1, 2, take him to fatigue 3. He makes it. Well, I was hoping to hold Martinsburg. I don't know. Maybe that's not the smartest play. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you and I both did. We made the attempt, and I think it's the onus on the Confederates, right? They've got to be up there with certainly got enough leadership, but you got to have enough manpower, and you've got to position them just right to
Yeah.
hopefully get a flank and hopefully get 2 or 3 cracks at it. And yeah, the second crack was perfectly, that's exactly what I needed. I got you routed, and I got the space.
The key was you taking Winchester on turn 1. You take away those 16 points, and it's you're at 69
That's right. Yeah,
right
right.
now.
And then you've got to make up the deficit by getting a couple more manpower losses. So, Mark, you were
Yeah.
saying earlier, you're not going to win it on that, but if you can get a couple just from the attempt on the first day to get you towards the 70 area, the range that then not getting Winchester on the first day is a little more flexible, but everything's got to go just so. And like so many things in great campaigns, it doesn't always go that way. It doesn't go the way your heart wants it. But this is our chance now. We can discuss the whole scenario. This has been your preview of Second Winchester. Roger, Mark, I'll let you guys play tested this a bit, so I'll let you speak on this first, and then I'll give my final thoughts on it, and we'll send them on their way.
I didn't check my notes on this, so it's been so long since we play tested this. We play tested this a while ago. I do think it's very well balanced. I do think there's definitely some options for both sides. I'm glad they included it because it does fill that. It fills in a little hole between Chancellorsville and Gettysburg. Now we're going to do well, we'll talk about what we're going to do next. So I think it's a fun scenario. I think people are going to enjoy seeing it. I'm glad they added it because they had to. Obviously, they're going to have to add a little bit of extra more counters to fill in this gap between the Shenandoah campaign of 62 and the Gettysburg campaign of 63. They're filling that hole remember, this is the Sheridan, not Roads to Gettysburg module that they're putting this in. So kudos to them for doing it. I'm glad they did. That's it for me. That's all I have to say. I've lost twice. Probably 4 times. I bet if we go back, I bet I've lost both times I played Mark too. So
I don't know, but it's a tough. I do think it's a good scenario because you really have to get the multiple slam attempts with the Yule, and you didn't. The trick is being able to have Yule move around to get his 4 tactical and a couple different attacks, and you're able to do that. You had a choice on stacking Johnson with that other guy Avery Smiley and doing one assault, but I actually think your approach of having as many different assaults as possible, even if there are only 0 attacks, one of those you're going to get a +2 result and you're going to get them out of there, right?
Right.
So, and had that one not succeeded with that you just had, then you still had the chance to bring Rhodes over and do it again, right?
Exactly. That's yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mentioned he was the flex spot, so I was like, well, he could
yeah,
go that way, or he
yeah,
could come in a pinch and
yeah.
maybe go a
Yeah, I
little.
think that's the one thing. I think that I'm not as good about doing, but other players are. I've seen that where instead of sometimes getting the one big attack, sometimes the 3 separate attacks, even if they're worse odds, you have just the odds of die rolls going in your favor if you need to get somebody out. So yeah. Anyway, it's a good scenario. I like it. And as Roger said, I think it's interesting that I like the fact that this Sheridan has more than just the Sheridan basic scenarios and campaign. They have, I think it's 4 scenarios that are in between, 1860 two and three, and that fill in kind of in six and earlier in 64. So they have a couple that fill in between, which is kind of nice. So
That's
yeah,
excellent.
it's good.
I can't wait to see it, of course. I mean, I say that for every module, but credit where credit is due. First, you just mentioned the multiple attacks and the softening attacks. That goes. I learned that trick all the way back when I was first going through this. When I was a young lad doing this, Jay Meyer kind of mentioned it in his overview on his website that I use for the basis of my videos, but also Justin Rice. Hey Justin, how's it going, man? He reinforced that. It's like sometimes taking small, that I call it the 1-2 punch. You hit them with the first one with the left, try to get their disorganized and everything, bring down that, especially if you're going against Tyler dug in there at Martinsburg, and that can significantly improve your odds for the multiple additional attacks. Luckily, as you said, the second one was the blind squirrel finding the nut, and I got it. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. This was a great preview, and thank you again to Joe and Chris and all the good people at Multi-Man Publishing for letting us, for approving. And Mark, this was your idea, so thank you very much for bringing up the idea. It's a perfect bridge, and yet we have one more bridge. Roger, why don't you speak on that one? Because I've forgotten which one it is.
There's in the Skrimisher 4, there's a cavalry scenario that Chris Withers put together, which I've never played. I don't even know. I've looked at it. It's in the Lee's Last Offensive module, is all I know, as I did find it there, that Alberto put together. So it's a
Battle for the Gaps, I believe, is what it is.
Battle for the Gaps, which is kind of the next stage here, as Ewell was moving through the valley. Joe Hooker, who was still in command of the Army of Potomac, ordered his cavalry to find out what the hell was going on, and you had these battles that took place in the gaps in the map here as they were trying to get through, and it was part of the coming of age of the cavalry in the east for the Union to stand their ground with the Confederates.
Yeah,
I've never played it, so I have no idea what it's going to be like. So
it should be down here at Berry's Ferry and Ashby's Gap. That will be the center point of a lot of that focus, and we will go through that. Roger and I will both look it over this week, and we will prepare for our next scenario. And I will, we use those two to finally get us to Roads to Gettysburg, and which great, because the timing on this just could not be better, because we are recording this right now, early June. By the time we do that, we will be approaching the anniversary of day one of Gettysburg, so that's going to be pretty cool. And as always, thank you for the great game, Roger. Thank you to everybody who has supported us these many years. We're over 6 years now, and the audience just couldn't be better. We love the feedback, and now is your time to put any thoughts or comments or questions that you have down there in the YouTube feedback, and we will be dutiful in attempting to answer you. And if you especially have any questions, I know Roger and I and Mark now all monitor it, and we want to encourage a discussion of this, especially as it is a preview. And if you could click the like button and the subscribe button and all the YouTube stuff. If you're not subscribed to the channel, welcome. Come on in, subscribe, and go look through our other previous content. And here are all the wonderful people over the years who have been supporting the channel with monetary donations. So thank you very much to you. If you want to kick in a buck or two, there's a link down there to our coffee pot, and we really appreciate it, but do not expect it. And thank you for your patience with the editing on this one. Like I said, it's gonna take me a couple of days probably to figure this out. I hope to get it out on time. But Roger, until we meet at the gaps, sir, have a great one.
You too. See, talk to you later.
All right, take care. Mark, bye-bye.
Bye.
Yep.